Janavallabha Girivaradhari Sri Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Bhajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Bhajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Radha Kunja Vihari Radha Kunja Vihari Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Mai Subhadra Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Srinath Ji Jaya Balagopal Jaya Srinath Ji Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya Srinath Ji Jaya Balagopal Srinath Ji Jaya Giri Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya 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 Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Om Vishnu Paramsa Parivradikari Ashtottara Shatakrishna Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Om Vishnu Paramsa Parivradikari Ashtottara Shatakrishna Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakti Vrinda Ki Grantraj Shrimadbhagavatam Ki Shri Shri Radha Kunda Bihari Gopi Gopinath Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Ke Govardhan Dham Hare Krishna Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye
Udire
Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Uttama Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki
Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to Lesson Mandir Shrimadbhagavatam. We are reading from Canto 1, Chapter 9, entitled The Passing of Bhishma Deva in the Presence of Lord Krishna. Text 4. Drishtva Nipatitam
Nipatitam
Bhumau
Bhumau
Drishtva Nipatitam Bhumau
Drishtva Nipatitam Bhumau
Divas Chutam Ivamaram
Ivamaram
Divaschutam Ivamaram
Divaschuta Ivamaram
Pranemu Pandava Bhishmam Pranemu Pandava Bhishmam Sanuga Sahachakrina Shanuga Sahachakrina Drishtva Nipatitam Bhumau Divaschutam Ivamaram Pranemu Pandava Bhishmam Sanuga Sahachakrina. Please repeat.
Drishtva Nipatitam Bhumau Divaschutam Ivamaram Pranemu Pandava Bhishmam Sanuga
Sahachakrina. Drishtva Nipatitam Bhumau Divyasutam Ivamaram Pranemu Pandava Bhishmam Sanuga Drishtva Nipatitam Bhumau Divyasutam Ivamaram Pranemu Pandava Bhishmam Sanuga Sahachakrina. We'll go word by word. Drishtva thus seeing Nipatitam lying down Bhumau on the ground Diva from the sky Chutam fallen Iva like Amaram demigod Pranemu bowed down Pandava sons of Pandu Bhishmam onto Bhishma Sanuga with the younger brothers Saha also with Chakrina the Lord carrying the disc. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace of Sharanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. Seeing him, Bhishma, lying on the ground, like a demigod fallen from the sky, the Pandava king Yudhishthira, along with his younger brothers and Lord Krishna, bowed down before him. Please repeat. Seeing him, Bhishma, lying on the ground, like a demigod, fallen from the sky, the Pandava king Yudhishthira, along with his younger brothers and Lord Krishna bowed down before him. Purport. Lord Krishna was also a younger cousin of Maharaja Yudhishthira, as well as the intimate friend of Arjuna. But all the family members of the Pandavas knew Lord Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord, although conscious of his supreme position, always behaved in a humanly custom, and so he also bowed down before the dying Bhishma Deva, as if he were one of the younger brothers of King Yudhishthira. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeyam Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamsta He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Padidana Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nidhyamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyate Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Jai Jagannath Devi Subramani Ki Jai Jai Shri Gaura Sai Ki Jai Jai Bhagavatam Jai Govardhan Ki Jai Hare Krishna. We are reading from Shrimadbhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, entitled The Passing Away of Bhishma Deva in the Presence of Lord Krishna. Text 4, I will go through translation again. Seeing him, Bhishma, lying on the ground, like a demigod fallen from the sky, the Pandava king Yudhishthira, along with his younger brothers and Lord Krishna, bowed down before him. So, here, yesterday we have seen how is the scenario over there in the war, like after the war completed, Bhishma Deva was lying down on a bed made of arrows, and actually we have seen at the time all his brothers, like Yudhishthira brothers, followed him on beautiful chariots drawn by first-class horses decorated with gold ornaments. With them were rishis like Vyasa and Daumya, the learned priest of Pandavas and others. So today we are going to see how is the even here Supreme Lord Sri Krishna bowed down before Bhishma Deva as an Vaishnava etiquette. So today we are going to see like 4 important sections. Like first is like what is Vaishnava etiquette and how is it like the ornament of a devotee, and then comes Krishna's activities, like how Krishna shows us how to lead a proper way of life, and then we're gonna see like how Bhishma Dev and has shown the culture of respect, and then respecting the super soul and Paramatma within all. So first comes first is like Vaishnava etiquette, which is the ornament of a devotee. Srila Prabhupada said at once, like a Vaishnava is a perfect gentleman or lady. A real decoration is not ornaments of gold or silk, but qualities like humility, compassion and respect are the ornaments. Here in this text, it is mentioned like Lord Krishna was also bowing down before Lord Bhishma Deva. He is the Supreme Lord. He does not have to follow any rules and regulations of the human society, but still he follows just for us to understand how to behave with elders and how to respect elders. And this act of bowing of Lord Krishna teaches that even the most exalted person is never above the etiquette. And we also see various pastimes, like in the pastimes of Lord Krishna, when sage Narada Muni is entering Dwaraka's palace. Krishna, who was although Supreme Lord and also the King of Dwaraka, immediately stood up with all his ministers to offer obeisances to to Narada Muni. And also there is another instance, like we all know Krishna's friend Sudama, when he arrives to the palace of Krishna. Krishna personally washed the feet of his friend Brahmana and sprinkled that water on his head. Though he was master of Lakshmi Devi, he acted as a humble servant and an ideal king. He showed how to receive Brahmanas and how to do proper measures for them, and how to treat them in a very dignified way. And also we see in Chaitanya Charitamrita, when Murari Gupta wrongly offered obeisances first to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instead of Nityananda Prabhu, Mahaprabhu corrected him, showing that respect to seniors must never be neglected. As we all know, Nityananda Prabhu is incarnation of Lord Balram, and Lord Balram is the first spiritual master and first incarnation of Krishna, like first expansion of Krishna. So offering respects to Guru and seniors is very important and is a true etiquette of Vaishnava. And every Vaishnava, whoever has these qualities of compassion and respect and humility, they are the original ornaments for a Vaishnava. Vaishnava doesn't need any ornaments like gold, silver or something else. The qualities imbibed in the Vaishnava itself are the wealth and ornaments for him. So I would like to quote a real life analogy over here. Like a true leader in society is like a heavy tree with all the fruits. As we all know, how would a tree with fully loaded with fruits and flowers look like? It is slightly bent towards earth because due to its heavy weight, it is bent. It bends downwards. Similarly, a true Vaishnava bends in humility before everyone, each and every other devotees and his seniors and gurus. In contrast, a proud person is like an empty pot, makes lot of noise but holds nothing. As we all know, the popular saying like empty vessels make a lot of noise. Even though there is nothing in that, but still if we try to shake it or if we try to move it, it makes a lot of noise. So even we see in Shikshastakam also, Trinadapi Surichena Taror Api Sahishnuna. So we should be humbler than a blade of grass and be tolerant than a tree. A Vaishnava should be following this. Yeah. Next we are gonna see Krishna's two set of activities. Like first activities is to teach human society, and then the other activities like he is revealing himself as Supreme Personality of Godhead. The first section of activities that teaches human society how to behave and how to lead a good life. These includes like he as a Grihastha, he respected his parents, even his stepmothers, equally with Devaki and Vasudeva. And also, he as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he need not to follow any rules like waking up early, doing all the morning worship or morning sacrificial rites. But still, he would rise early, give cows in charity, fulfill all his householder duties like Grihastha Ashrama duties. And then Though he was Supreme Personality of Godhead, he performed duties of Dharma to instruct by his own example. This is an ideal quality, I can say, because many people, even in our current society, they instruct a lot like we have to do that, we have to do this, but uh, not I don't think many of the people, they first act and then they first instruct others. Instead of that, they simply say do this, do that, do this. If you do this, you will be successful, and if you do that, they in turn they should question themselves: are they following it? If they are following, they need not to instruct directly or something. By seeing their behavior, by seeing their attitude, by seeing their welcomingness, and by seeing their mental well-being, the others will also be convinced easily, and also they get inspired by going through their behavior and attitude. So here principle is like we say our acharyas means like one who teaches by his own conduct. Like they not only instruct, but they themselves practice that, and then they instruct to all their disciples and all of us. So these are the first set of activities of Krishna, which reveals the teachings how a human society could lead a good life. So the second set of activities are revealing his supremacy. As we all know from his childhood pastimes, like Lord Krishna's pastimes, there are many instances where he has shown his supremacy, like even when he is days old baby, he killed many demons like Putana, Agasura, and various other demons, Trinavarta and various other demons. And also he lifted Govardhana hill for 7 days and 7 nights at the very small age. And also we see in the Brahma Vimohana Leela, as when Brahma has taken away his friends like Gopa boys and his calves, he expanded into those forms, and there was 1 year passed with those forms. Then after a certain time in the celestial world, Brahma recognized that even though I have taken all this, how would all those being appeared over here? Then he realized Krishna is not an ordinary person. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even though he is in his baby form, but still he is the Supreme Lord. So then he realized that, and he bowed down before Krishna and offered his humble and very respectful prayers. Here, why we have seen this both set of activities, because there is a balance of both of set of actions. When he bowed to Bhishma, he was showing an ideal etiquette, like ideal respect to elders and elderly people. We all know how Bhishma Deva is a very great devotee of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, and also is a Mahajan, like one of the Mahajan in 12 Mahajans. And yet everyone knew that he was Supreme Lord. This balance keeps the Lord's Leela both human-like and divine. So in this, one may question like, see, even though Supreme Personality of Godhead descended into this material world, he may act as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, but still he acted as human, because just to show us, just to make us understand like how to receive and how to deal with the elders, how to deal with the supreme, various exalted persons like Bhishma Deva. And also we all knew this pastime when says Bhrigu, when he wanted to know who is the Supreme Lord, he went to first Lord Brahma, and then he tried to offend him like verbally, and Brahma know that Bhrigu has come to test us, who is among three, like Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu, who is the Supreme. So he knew that, and he got offended through this Bhrigu words, and he sent away Bhrigu. I mean, he was doing meditation, and Bhrigu felt insulted over there, and he was not took care of him. So he felt insulted, and Bhrigu left the place of Brahma, and then he approached Shiva, and here he has offended him both verbally and physically. So here Lord Shiva also, even though he doesn't get angry towards anyone that easily, but still, in order to make him understand as Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so Shiva also got angry, and he was chasing after him. Then Bhrigu got into abode of Lord Vishnu, Vaikuntha, and then here he directly offended Vishnu by placing his feet on his chest. So he had directly offended, physically offended, and Vishnu did not take it anything. And Vishnu even asked Bhrigu if he got hurt by placing his foot on his chest. So then Bhrigu got an understanding like who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead among the all, and he understood like Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See how much humble and tolerant. Vishnu massaged his foot, even though he kicked his foot on the chest of Vishnu. Vishnu massaged his foot and asked him, "Did my hard chest hurt your soft foot?" This humility convinced Bhrigu that Vishnu is supreme. And then now we are going to see how Bhishma Dev and what's his culture of respect. As we all know, after a tremendous vigilant war, Bhishma Dev has a desire like he can leave his body whenever he wishes to leave. So he was lying on the bed which is made of arrows. So Bhishma Dev was lying on bed of arrows, but still the Pandavas and Krishna bowed to him. Why? Because he was very elderly person due to his age, position, and also relationship. He is the Pitamaha of them. Like he is the most elderly and exalted person amongst all the relatives. And he is also a great personality, and he followed his dharma such that no one questioned him why he has to follow this like this or that, because we all know he took a great vow that he will not marry and he will protect the Kuru dynasty until he leaves his body. So he was stick on to the principle. Even when there is a war between Pandavas and Kauravas, he still fought in the side of Kauravas just to protect his dharma and his vow. So even though he fought against the Pandavas did not lost respect for him, but still they respected him a lot, and they took even blessings before starting the war and also after the war. Now we are gonna see in this chapter how Bhishma Deva instructed King Yudhishthira how to uphold the principles of kingdom and Raj Dharma, and we are going to see how Bhishma Deva instructed King Yudhishthira. And here the culture of Vedic society, where elders are worshipped irrespective of external circumstances. We all see in all our society and in various scriptures as well, how we have to respect our elders, how we have to respect our parents, and how we have to respect our guests, whoever comes to our house, like Atithi Devo Bhava, Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, like mother, father, and guest are equally treated as God. And even a king, like we have seen in pastime of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, how he would receive Brahmanas like Sudama and saintly persons like Narad Muni. Even though he's a king, he stood up and he offered his respectful obeisances and followed his welcoming rites to them, like washing their feet and giving the honorable position to them, and arranging all the hospitality for them and all. So this says like even though whatever higher position you are, whenever a person like saintly person or a brahmana or a exalted person comes to you or approaches you, you have to be more humble and you have to welcome him in such a way that they have to feel uh, you are more approachable and you are more advisable, and you should not show any hinge of anger or proud towards them. Like they came towards me like I am the topmost or I am the most privileged person. We should not have that tinge of proud or envy towards them. Instead, we have to be more humbler and tolerant towards the guests or whoever has approached to us, such that we, whichever ashram you are in, like brahmachari ashram or grihastha ashram, vanaprastha or sannyasa ashram, whichever ashram you are, we have to follow the rules and regulations of that ashrama. And mainly in grihastha ashrama, like we all know, like the main rule is like serving devotees and serving guests properly, and conducting various household programs and engaging the association of devotees, the prime responsibility of the grihasthas. And we all know like the scriptural pastimes, like we see in the coming cantos like King Chitraketu and Parvati. Even when wrongly cursed, King Chitraketu bowed his head and accepted. This shows his humility as sadhu lakshanam, like characteristics of a saint. And we all knew this pastime in Ramayana when Lord Rama and Dasharatha, although he is a supreme Lord Rama, he always bowed to his father Dasharatha, showing respect to his parents as a son. Like he led a very good example how a man, how a king, how a husband should be, how ideally he should be. Even though he, when his father first announced that he's gonna be next prince and next king, and we all know how Mother Kaikeyi wanted Bharata to be as the next king. So then his father calls him and says like, you have to go to forest for 14 years, and during this time like King Bharata will be ruling. He simply smiled at his father and accepted that. This shows he doesn't want anything. He just want to follow his orders of his father. So even though he has many material propensities, like material opulences, he left it all alone just to satisfy his father's vow and just to make his father respectable to in front of his mother. So he does not want any. He said like, I don't want any kingdom or anything. I just want to stay under your orders and under your shelter. So this shows how we should be more humbler and more respectful towards our parents and elders. Because Supreme Lord himself has shown the example, so what else we need evidences other than that? And even today, in today's families, we see children who respect their parents, even if they don't agree with them. Parents are always showering their blessings and their strength towards their children. For very small, petty things, nowadays children are being petrified and angry on their parents, like, my father did not buy this. The other people, like the other friends, are having this car, that car, and that opulence, this opulence. He's not thinking that whether my father is in a position to afford that. He is in a his financial situation is better now. Can I ask this? if it is like in the case of small children, it is okay, but after children grows at a certain age, they have to think of the family situation, and if it is the right time to ask anything to the parents, because see, our parents, like, they have given us birth and they have taken proper care. So today we are in this position, means that the greatness of our parents and their well-being, like how well they have treated us and how well they have brought us up to this stage, and we have to be we are every time in debt to them. Whatever we can do best, we have to serve them. And then the last coming section is like respecting the super soul in all life as Paramatma. Vaishnava etiquette is rooted in the philosophy that the Lord resides as super soul in everyone's heart. We also see in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Sarvasya Saham Hridasannivishto Matta Smritir Jnanamapohans. So he says, like, I am situated in everyone's heart as Paramatma. So we have to try to see like Krishna as Paramatma in everyone, so that you don't build any envy or you don't build any quarrel with them, or you don't have any conflicts with them. Because if you see the other person as soul, and if you try to see the super soul Krishna in them, then automatically it is revealed that we are all eternally related and we are all parts and parcels of Krishna. So how could one part of Krishna fight with the other part? That's very silly. So we have to get a consciousness that we are not just body, we are soul, and even the other living entities who are considered in our environment, they are also part and parcels of Krishna. Even though they behave, sometimes if someone behaves with you wrongly, you understand that they are under the modes of influence of the modes of material nature, and due to that they might be behaving like that. But you try to be tolerant, you try to be more humbler, such that your actions will be pleasing Krishna. And our main goal is to please Krishna, such that we may engage more and more in His service, and we may eternally be engaged in His service every time. So to go to a Vaishnava means bowing to Vishnu inside them. As we all know, Krishna as Paramatma is residing in everyone's hearts. If we show respect towards others, means we are respecting the Paramatma in them. We are truly showing our character or respect towards, gratitude towards the Paramatma in everyone's heart. Even Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur once instructs, when disciples offered obeisances, he would immediately bow back saying, Dasosmi, I am your servant. See how humbler our acharyas and how respectful they are, and they don't want, even though many disciples, many people shows respect towards them, they don't even bother if they show respect or not. Instead, they say like, how can I help you? How can I render my service unto you? So we need to follow their footsteps, and we have to be more humbler, and we try to be more serving attitude towards others also. We try to engage them in the service of Krishna. We try to bring them, we try to give prasad to them, we try to make them understand in such a way that they will be engaged in the service of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And there are other differences in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 13, text 28. The humble sage sees with equal vision a brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater. So Pandita Samadarshina. So he who has equal vision towards all the living entities. He is seeing not the outer covering of the soul, he is seeing the soul and the super soul within them. So he understands that everyone are part and parcels of Krishna, and he doesn't even preach to them, he just worships them. He just worships the Paramatma in them, and he doesn't see any distinguish between like dog, elephant, dog eater, and a poor person, rich person, and nothing. Everyone are equal to him. And we all know the story of Prahlad Maharaj. Though only he was a small 5-year-old child, his etiquette and humility towards his demoniac father Hiranyakashipu showed his respect for super soul for everyone. Even though he tortured him in several ways, he did not lose his respect, and he did not lose his faith towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. And we all know how the Supreme Lord Krishna appeared there as Lord Narasimhadeva and saved Prahlad Maharaj. So, every entity is a temple of Vishnu. As we all know, in 13th chapter we see the Kshetrajna field and the knower of the field. So, even an ant has Paramatma within, because it's also a living entity like plants, animals, human beings, and all other living entities has Paramatma within. So, they might be during that lifetime, it might be an ant, but we don't know how devoted it is and how humbler towards his path of going back to Godhead. So we have to be more careful in dealing with others, and we have to be more respectful towards, not only towards humans, but also towards other living entities. If it is causing you any harm or something, then we need to be more cautious towards them. But unless and until it is causing harm towards us, we should not be more engaging in harming them first. So, if we cultivate this vision, automatically there will be no conflicts and there will be peace revealing all over the world. And we won't see any discrimination like caste, color, gender, and some upper section, lower section, something. We see Krishna in everyone's heart, we see Paramatma, we worship them. We try to not only serve them, but also your service towards them pleases Krishna, which is more important for us as Vaishnava. So I would like to conclude with main key takeaways like humility is our true strength. Even God bows to his devotee, as we see Krishna is bowing down to Bhishmadeva, who is a great warrior and a great personality. And etiquette is the real ornament. Gold may fade at a certain time, but our cultured behavior inspires eternally, and it not only inspires others, but also it pleases Krishna, which is more important and essential for us. And respect must flow in 3 ways. While treating with elders, we should be the respect should be with honor, and while we are with equals, we should be treating them with friendship, and while we are associating with our juniors, we should be in a compassion mode. We should be treating them with compassion. And the final conclusion is like we by respecting others, we respect the super soul within them, the Paramatma, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Any questions, any comments?
Sorry for waking a little bit late, but so I was listening to your talk on respect, and I feel like that's such an important topic. We just had went through a seminar in Shrimadbhagavatam, so did I have a right? Giving respects to all and expecting respect in return. I feel like a lot of that comes from like gratitude, like you said, when you know everyone's part and parcel, and like if you have gratitude towards like, you know, for example, parents, how much sacrifice they did for your upbringing, right? Like that naturally if you have gratitude towards that, it will naturally offer some respect to them and so forth. You know, whether it's grandparents or they can be just relatives and families, but like also, you know, for those other relationships, if you have gratitude within your relationships, develop that kind of respect for all. And even if it's a stranger, knowing that they're parcel of the Lord, that they're also, you know, have Karma, who said that everybody's a temple, you know, because Krishna is residing in them and stuff. So automatically, if you love Krishna and you respect, you know, like if you have gratitude towards God, you would have gratitude towards everyone. So I thought that was really nice how you included all of that. So more regional thing, really good. It did its duty, you know, by sticking by your principles and then just showing that as an example, you know, just having gratitude for someone who, you know, lives by their principles and stuff. You don't have to even know them personally, but that offers, you know, like, if you have any gratitude towards that, you can give them some respect. So, thank you.
And also I would like to recollect a point, like if we in our heart, like if we are possessing this anarthas like envy, greed, pride and anger and all, Krishna never resides there. So we have to try to clean our hearts by regularly chanting consistently and improving our quality in japa, so that our heart, like we see Chaitodarpanamarjana, as we go on doing japa and doing service and hearing mainly Shravanam, which cleanses the heart very fastly. So by that action, when we try to remove our anarthas, when our heart becomes free from anarthas, then we can see we can personally feel the Paramatma within us. Comments, Prabhu. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद्भागवतम की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद